Hi there. Today's lesson is Chapter P, Section 1, Example 6, using interval notation, and this is on page 11 in your textbook. We'll be looking at interval notation, set builder notation, and graphing these. In your Example 6 question, A shows the data in interval notation. And interval notation involves two numbers and then either round brackets or square brackets. And these round and square brackets each have their own significance. And I'll show you what they mean. If you have a round bracket, like this interval notation starts with, that's too big. The round bracket, I can bring that down a little bit. There we go. The round bracket, it means that the number that's adjacent to it is not included in the set for x. So in the case of question A, the -1 is not included, so x gets close to -1 but is never -1. Square brackets mean that the number adjacent to it is included in the set. So in this case, not only does x come close to 4, but it also can be 4. So when you draw that on the graph, interval of -1 to 4, what we're going to do is start off with -1 and use a round bracket to show that it's not included in the set. And then +4, we're going to use a square bracket to show that it is included in the set. And then a line between the brackets to show that x can be any number between -1 and +4. When you're doing the set builder notation, you're going to be using inequalities and symbols, and we always start off with the curly bracket, and then we say, okay, our variable is x such that, and now we show the interval. In this case, x can be greater than 1, -1, but it can't equal -1, so we just use the greater sign. Okay, so x is greater than -1, and it's going to be less than +4, but it can also equal +4. And then we finish it off with another curly bracket. So this is set builder notation, and it shows the range of x. Let's look at question B. Question B, we see that our set is between 2.5 and 4, where both 2.5 and 4 are included in the set. So on my graph, I'm going to locate 2.5 and put a square bracket to show that it's included. And then I'll locate +4. It's also included in the set, and all the numbers in between. So x can be equal to 2.5, it can be equal to 4, and all numbers in between. Set builder notation, I'm going to start with my curly brackets. X is my variable such that x is going to be greater than and equal to 2.5 and less than and equal to 4. You'll see that my inequalities both have an equal sign, and I have also two square brackets to correspond with those equal signs. The last example, question C, shows an interval notation that has round brackets again, and the set is between -4 and infinity, where x does not include -4. So here is -4 on my graph, and I'm going to show that with a round bracket to show that it's not included. And to show positive infinity, I'm just going to use an arrow to show that the data goes on and on and on for until infinity. And for my set builder notation, I'm going to put my variable as x such that x is going to be greater than -4. And you can see that here's -4, so x can be any number as long as it's greater than -4. Okay, let's show your checkpoint example. Checkpoint 6, express each interval in set builder notation and graph. So here is my interval notation in A. I have that x is going to be equal to -2 and it's going to also go up to 5 but not include 5. So on my graph I locate -2 and I put a square bracket because x can be equal to it. Then I locate 5 and x can't be equal to 5, so I put a round bracket, and then I draw a line between those brackets to show that x can be any number between. My set builder notation, I have x as my variable, where x is going to be greater than and equal to -2, but it's going to be less than +5. B, I have x is going to be equal to 1. It's also going to be equal to 3.5 and all points in between. So square brackets to show that it's equal to. 3.5 is here, and x will be equal to all numbers in between. So the subset of x is x is going to be greater than and equal to 1 and less than and equal to 3.5. The last one, I have x is going to be in the subset of -infinity to -1 but not include -1. So on my graph I'm going to look for -1 and show that with a round bracket, and I'm going to show that x can go to -infinity with a line and an arrow. And for my set builder notation, x such that x is going to be less than -1. Well, I hope that this has helped you to understand interval notation and set builder notation and graphing. Good luck, and thanks for watching.